Russian troops. We refuse to advance. We refuse to respond energetically because we believe the solution is not military. We are denying the Congolese government its option for a military pretext.
The line is the same at the movement's headquarters in the old Rumangabo barracks, which were seized from government forces.
The military decision is up to Kinshasa, so we will respond. If they want us to talk, we will talk. If they want to fight us, that's what we'll do. But we prefer dialogue.
Kinshasa says their forces pushed the rebels back some 15 kilometers and killed 100 of them. M23 denies this. What is clear is nobody's in a mood to talk. For the third straight day, the guns do the talking.
Well, time now to take another break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned in. Welcome back. Time now to take a look at sports. The Gambia female volleyball team will leave Banjul on Wednesday for Dakar, where they are due to take part in a sub-regional volleyball championship. The Gambia will compete with 4 other countries in the tournament, which also forms part of the first round of qualifiers for the 2014 Women's World Volleyball Championship in Poland. MS Jallo visited the team's training ground ahead of their departure, and he now reports.
Football tends to dominate the headlines on the international stage. But of late, that has not been the case, as there is a lot to be desired for in the country's most popular sport. As a result, other sports are trying and hoping to make their mark on the global stage at a time when football results are drastically dwindling down. One such sport on the move is volleyball. The national female volleyball team, comprising 11 players selected from different volleyball clubs across the greater Banjul, will leave Banjul on Wednesday for the Senegalese capital, Dakar, where they will take part in a 5-nation sub-regional volleyball championship. The sub-zonal phase, as it is called, is the first round of qualifiers for the 2014 Women's World Volleyball Championship to be held in Poland. The Gambian team, made of the country's finest players, have for the past 2 weeks been preparing hard, putting the finishing touches both tactically, technically, mentally and physically ahead of the tournament.
We've been having a very good preparation. As you can see, we have put up a very good team with 2 very good coaches who are working with the team. They've been working for the last 3 weeks here at the Serekunda West volleyball court here. They have done a lot of work, even though it's Ramadan. They have been working every morning from 9 up to 12, going up to 1 o'clock. They have also had very good test matches over the period. I think the coaches will tell you, maybe if you interview them, I think from my point of view that they have got a very good preparation.
Gambia will battle it out with host countries Senegal, Guinea-Conakry, Cape Verde and Sierra Leone, with the top 3 countries progressing to the zonal phase, which is the next round of qualifiers. The Gambia will face stiff competition from their opponents. But according to the Volleyball Association's vice president, this group of players have what it takes to do well in the championship.
This is a very good team, Modu. I can even tell you that this is the best female team we have ever get in this country. Well, it's too early to say because they have not gone up to go and produce to give us the results. But I am saying this because if you look at the quality of the players that we have never get this quality of players in our female teams. We have had female teams before, but we were very much lacking in the quality of players that we used to have. But this time we have players that have even played in the Senegalese league last year. We have players that have been competing consistently over the years in this country, and they have proven.
The confidence exerted by the vice president was shared by the team's coach, who is impressed with the pre-tournament training sessions and the commitment of his players. The tactician, who has got an insight into some of the teams, believes his girls are on the same level.
The girls are now on high gears because they have been participating in some recent volleyball competitions, and based on that we have been able to select or tap out talents from those competitions. Those are the girls you see behind me, and hopefully we have trained them well before, and just recently this short-term training with them, we were able to make some good tactical changes in them during the play. So hopefully when we go to Dakar, we are ready to face any opponent upon any standard to make sure that we came out victorious.
For the players, they are prepared to go into the tournament and represent their country in the highest possible way. They hope to return home victorious, or at least finish in the top 3 and book a passage to the next stage of qualifiers.
The team is very good. We have different players from different teams in the Gambia here, like from armed forces and the police, and everybody knows that they are very big teams. They compete outside, so it's a must that we must qualify when we go to Senegal.
The preparation is going fine, even though we had a short time to train, but all the days that were allocated for the 1-week intensive training, all the players were turning up and on time. So as far as I am concerned, that 1-week intensive training will go a long way in the tournament.
So you are in the right form, in the right state of mind going into the tournament?
Yeah, all the players are in the right form, because not even for the national training, we were all training individually in our club level. So the physical fitness was there, all we need was the collective training, and we had that for the 1 week, so that was enough.
The Sub-Regional Volleyball Championship starts from the 17th to the 22nd of July in the Senegalese capital. The female team will hope to replicate the success of their counterparts, the men's under-17 team, who won the Zone 2 Volleyball Championship a few months ago.
Well, the preparations are going on well. This is according to both the officials and players of the national female volleyball team. The battle lines are now drawn between the Gambia, host country Senegal, Guinea-Conakry, Cape Verde, and Sierra Leone. All that they need now is to put up a respectable performance by giving a spirited fight in Dakar to make sure they emerge victorious, or at least qualify to the next level of the qualification for the World Volleyball Championship to be held in Poland in 2014. Momodes Jallo, GRT Sports, at the Serekunda West Volleyball Court.
Well, good luck to the girls. Time now to take a look at the weather report, courtesy of the Central Forecast Office.
The source assures us of a continuous flow, and from there, everything follows. And for those of us who know what the River Gambia stands for, understanding its sustainability in all aspects of life is easily confirmed. The River Gambia provides nutritious delicacies as food, while it provides its wildlife a balanced ecosystem. This river, as a sanctuary, is committed to its inhabitants' needs without season. And as you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton. Just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton, championing the vision for a new generation.
Good evening and welcome to the weather segment, beginning with a summary of the weather during the day today, followed by our forecast. The Gambia this afternoon was generally warm and sunny. For what will follow, let's start with a look at the satellite image captured at 16:30 hours, indicating the emergence of rain-bearing clouds as well as medium-level clouds, stretching from the central part of the continent to the Gulf of Guinea states extending to the Senegambia areas. The north and the southern sectors of the continent were generally dry and stable during the period. And for our forecast tonight, conditions over the Gambia are expected to be partly cloudy, humid but stable. Tomorrow will begin with a partly cloudy atmosphere, becoming warm in the afternoon with chances of rain, showers and thundery activities. Winds will continue to be southwesterly in orientation but generally light to moderate in speed, and morning temperature values will be 22 degrees Celsius over Greater Banjul areas. The rest of the country will be mainly 25 degrees Celsius. We are expecting 33 degrees Celsius over Greater Banjul areas as well as over the west coast, the North Bank and the Central River regions. And we are expecting 34 and 32 degrees Celsius over the Lower River and the Upper River region respectively. We're expecting low tides of 0.6 meters rather at 7:55 a.m. and 0.5 meters at 8:47.